ain't gonna expose. I'm not like that. I'm not a snitch. Virginity. It's a hush hush topic. Yeah.
They love me.
Let's see if your parents raised you right.
It's deeper than the physical.
What up, fam? Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Juxtaposition. My name is Janet, and these are my two lovely co-hosts, Nanners and Beatrice Bernice. So,
why does it feel like you're doing like a presentation? And so we're here. We have
anyways, guys, we're gonna be talking about more money, more problems. Okay.
More problems.
I don't know the song. Come on.
The more problems we see.
So, yes, more money, more problems. So basically, we're going to talk about how money can destroy our worship in terms of like the things that we do in terms of the church and how we serve the Lord and things that we choose in our life, like including partners and stuff like that. So we had this discussion, and I told my story.
Discussion.
Yes, with Rachel. Shout out Rachel.
Shout out Rachel.
I don't know who else was there. Was it just us? No, there was someone other person there
I
too.
think someone.
Manzi was there.
Yeah, Manzi.
Yeah. So my little story about it was
What happened?
My Little Pony.
Story time. So yeah, I was like, oh, like my idea of like income comes from my parents. Work hard, play hard. So it comes from my parents because my parents work really, really hard. So I want to work hard and make money and be able to afford a soft life that I want to these days. And sometimes it can come with a price in terms of like, I just look at I can look at certain individuals and be like, oh, you're not working hard or you didn't go to school. And I feel like I need to work hard because I don't want to depend on a man to
Provide
for me because I've seen that in terms of like just some women have worked really hard and then, males, I feel like women are kind of like the breadwinner of the house sometimes because they work really hard and they're with the children. They do a lot. And then, men work, but like it's just, yeah. But you know what I mean? And then we also talked about the other side of like how I also don't want to work too hard because I'm like, I want a man to be able to have six-figure income or something like that to be able to not take care of me, but you know what I mean? Like just feel that security because women want security in a relationship. And that is what I desire when I go into a relationship. I want to not be able to have to work that hard. So, yeah.
Yeah, that conversation, I was actually a lot of questions. I was just trying to understand
My mind.
you a little bit more. Because I was also asking like, okay, that's cool that you want that, but what if he's not making that money? Will you be okay with that? And I also slipped in like, as a man, I would be the one to want to stay home. You could go to work,
You would want to stay home?
Yeah, maternity leave. I would want to be with my kid for a year.
I know, but in those,
No, say it.
I'm just saying the mother needs to be home with the child because she needs to nurse the child and like
She
have
needs
that time. So it's both of you guys are going to be off,
Yes.
not one, both. So you're not really taking maternity leave.
But I also think that men may say they can do that job in terms of staying home, but they don't know how difficult it is to actually stay home and take care of the kids and clean the house and do the motherly role. And it seems easy, but it's really not. So,
But yeah, what I wanted to say was, if I could collect my thoughts properly.
Come on, collect them.
What I wanted to say was that, go.
You done lost it. I get what Janet is saying. For me too, I'm one of those ones like I want my man and myself to be working hard workers. Like I don't think I want to be living soft life through my husband.
That's not agreeing.
No, I do. I'm saying she's saying she also wants that too. But that's basically what she's saying. She wants both. She wants to work hard and she wants her man to have money too. So it's like both of them need to be working hard, and that's I think most people want. Well, I wouldn't say most, but for me, I think
we were looking at you crazy that
they were
day.
looking at me crazy. They were like, "Oh, okay. So if your man is like I don't know.
doesn't make as much
Doesn't
money.
make as much money. Like,
mechanic
what
or
are you gonna
something.
do?
Like,
Like,
are you crazy?
Oh, I don't know.
Mechanics make
Like a
Not all
like
of
the
them,
basic,
though.
like the basic level, not like
Whoa.
a person who's like
Oh,
well
well,
in.
yeah.
I'm talking about the
Okay,
very like
okay.
bare minimum. Don't.
Okay.
I'm not disrespecting no mechanics. If you're a mechanic, there, kudos to you, man. We need you guys. So, or females if you're a mechanic. But I think I just think coming from parents who, especially my mom, who's been working for ever and taking care of us at the same time, and my dad always being on the road, it's like it gives me like I don't need nobody.
I don't need no man.
I don't need nobody. I'm good. I can make it by myself. But obviously that's not the point. But I have that thought, or that it's kind of ingrained in me, seeing that with my mom, like, and that's difficult to allow people, especially men, to be like, oh, like, don't worry, I got you. I'm like, no, don't worry, I got you.
Don't worry, I got it.
I got it. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. So it's a struggle. It is a struggle. So I think going into marriage, that's financial stuff is always the biggest factor for people who are getting married, who
And
are engaged.
divorce.
And divorce. Like, if you cannot get that aspect in the marriage engagement process, there's troubled waters.
Yeah.
What do you think if your wife makes more than you? Would you feel inadequate, or like you feel some type of way?
Nope. Because no,
That's a quick
I
answer.
wouldn't.
Yeah, that's a quick answer.
You didn't
You
really
didn't even be
process
like-
it. You didn't really process
I
it.
think about that question a lot. Like, it's okay. It happens. Like, like, I'm going to be I wouldn't say successful. I'm going to lead more in other areas, or I'm going to, like, you're going to need me more in other areas, not just financial. So it's like some people are going to be like a freaking lawyer, and you're going to be like a mechanic. Right? You're going to be like a mechanic, right? So it's okay. You can't really stop. Oh, if your wife makes more money, you're going to say, oh, no, stop. Go and make less.
No, but you wouldn't make it to
Go
the
and make
aisle
it-
because you wouldn't make it to the aisle, because that would have been a factor during your dating period or your engagement period anyways. But I don't know. I think most men, I feel, struggle with that idea of a woman making more money than them. It may have changed a little bit now, because obviously the generation is changing, and how they're making their money is also different. I think how you're making your money also plays a factor. I think.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like the status, like if you're a doctor, it has more like weight to it. So if you're an influencer and you're making money, look, I don't think no man will be they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It seems like a more respected profession.
Yeah, like I
Except,
feel like
influencers, like,
it's just like okay, that's
Yeah.
great. You're an influencer, you're taking pictures, or you're doing something that's popular on YouTube or something like that. But if you're a doctor or a lawyer, I feel like that has more weight to it,
then
and
you have brains. You
then it plays with people, like, and then it starts to deal with like the mind and being intelligent, and
Yes.
and so I think that's why
The pride
the
and the
pride
ego
and
will
the
come
ego
into
start
the
to
way.
come into play. Whereas if it's an influence, like, that don't require much intelligence, as some people would think, because it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
you just your Instagram,
That's a good
TikTok,
point.
whatever, dancing, do whatever it is. And so I think that's why the generation is now changing, because it's like the way that people are making their money is just,
Making it in
different.
different ways.
Different.
Too many hustlers out here.
Yeah.
Listen, these guys have all the names under the belt. Psychologists, psychotherapists. Me, hustler. Okay? I'm going to get it how no, obviously you guys know I'm just joking. But I'm going to get it how it is. Like, I just feel like I'm going to have my hands in so many different pots. Is that, like, it is what it is. It's going to be okay. And I know God is going to always provide for me. So I'm not worried about having the type of label that this world wants. As long as someone's chasing after what they're chasing, it's okay. So, woman, if you're watching this, if you're pursuing a man and he's saying, hey, I have this vision, but I work at McDonald's. No, not McDonald's. Oh, no, I work at McDonald's right now. It's okay. You can trust
No,
him.
because someone-
No, you can trust.
Yeah,
you can
that's a
trust.
good- I know where
Give
you're
him
going.
some time.
Yeah. You wanna go ahead?
Listen, hold up. Give him some time, and let's see if he comes through with that vision that he wants. But a man without no vision is a dead man. If you got a man with a vision, then you got a great man. So
what if
follow
his vision
that.
is like, bro, I don't.
It's not
I want to be.
sustainable.
It's not
I want to
yeah.
be a scientist with. And when I do scientist, I'm gonna let the robot order me dokono, and I'm gonna let the robot bring you jollof.
Not even.
I'm not talking about that type of vision. I'm talking about, you're gonna see the type of vision that Like that is reasonable. That's doable. But some people want the finished product and don't want the product that is in process. And that's what gets
People don't
me
like-
irritated.
People don't like
That
projects.
gets me
They
irritated.
don't like no.
They like finished.
I don't like. I like my food processed and ready to go, packaged,
I like
Ready
it hot and ready.
ready to
Hot and ready.
hot and ready like
It's-
Little Caesars. I want my.
I don't want pizza
It's
where it has
so-
to take
it's-
time.
I want my
to be
junior
oven.
chicken wrapped up and ready
Sorry,
to
because
go.
I speak for the men. I speak for the men that are like that because
Fresh
it gets me
fries.
irritated. I have sisters, I have cousins, I have these two here.
Whoa.
It's true.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Bunker
I'm just
breaks.
saying. No, I'm not trying to shoot you, guy, but it's true. Like, why not want to pursue the guy that has a vision? Like, bro.
But it's not always
The
about
hunger.
that though.
But it's also like,
so what?
do you see? Like,
And-
are you marrying the potential in
Yeah.
that person? Like,
But what if this person is also not like it's important that they have vision, but you also have to have realistic
Are they making steps to
like
make
I
to
need
that
to see
goal?
short-term goals being achieved before I'm like, okay, the vision. I see the vision, but are you achieving
making
these
steps
short-term?
towards
Yes, not just I have a vision. Okay, great. I love that. That's amazing. But if you're not having no short-term goals that you can achieve and have long-term goals, and then it reaches towards your vision, I'm gonna have to, take
No,
a
you're
step
gonna
back.
have
worried.
to. No, you're gonna have to see a man make some
Because
steps.
and it's not just honestly, it's not just the men having vision too. Women have to have vision.
women
Everybody has to have
too.
vision because you can't just be like, oh yeah, the man has to have vision. Okay, so then what is your vision?
What do you bring to the
What
table?
Yeah, what is your vision? What do you have to bring to this table that you're talking about? I need a man that has vision and ambitious and stuff like that.
Let me tell
Okay,
you something. Everything that I be saying I want in a woman, I either have it or I'm working towards
It's
it.
too much pride.
No, I'm
It's
not
too
trying
much
to.
pride.
No, it's being
It's too
honest.
much
I'm being
pride.
honest.
too much pride.
Okay, that sounded kind of like
Humility.
But it's true. Like,
I have it. I have it all. Pastor Prince,
No, I
if you
don't
listen
have it
to
all.
this,
No, I
we're
don't have
gonna
it all.
do serious
Listen.
We're
something.
working on him. We're working on
No,
him.
no. But you know what the saying is? Like, like you watch shows or interviews and they be like, I want a man that's spiritual. I want a man that's, but the person's not spiritual. But like, I'm just what I'm trying to say. I feel like I don't like spiritual, but I have a relationship with God. Obviously, if I'm saying I want a girl that has a relationship with God, I'm gonna have to have a relationship
But
with God.
some things that you want in somebody else, you may not be. You'd be like, I already have it. But even though you really don't, like, you may be like, I want a person that loves God. You may love God, but you're actually not living that life of a Christian. Some people say that. I want a woman that praises the Lord and says hallelujah, and you're just like, I have that. Like, I love God.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's good.
That's
It's
the
true.
hard- I don't really. Yeah, I don't. I can't. I don't really know people's intentions.
So it's like you can.
But
have
I'm
so
not
many
trying to
things.
sound prideish and egoish. You know, that is just my tone. That's
Okay, Jenna
just
has something to
coming-
say before you.
I'm sorry.
No, you had something to say about if they. I knew you were gonna say if they worked at McDonald's or something like that, right?
No, you lost me. Say it though.
What
do
I
you
was
think
thinking.
I was gonna say?
I think she was gonna say like if somebody is like my career is working at McDonald's. Or
Are you working in the office?
Working retail.
Your
Working retail.
career?
Like there's like this is it. Like I believe that I'm supposed to be a full-time sales associate.
You can answer that.
I couldn't do it.
What?
No, I'm just being honest. I would
Sure.
just like I would love them, but I would still be like, oh, I wish like are you gonna do I would start to ask them like, oh, so are you thinking of pursuing anything else?
Or
Like,
would you say-
are you
or-
going back to school?
Or would it be for me? Like I think if you're doing retail, cool, you can start as a sales associate. But you
have
can't
to
stay
move.
there. You have to like your goal is to move
Maybe
up
that'd be
towards in the
crazy.
company. But I get what she's saying. Like it's not a really stable
Like I would hope you want to
go bigger.
aspire
Yeah,
to do more
than just
to
stay there.
stay there.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree. But when someone says that and says, hey, like, I feel like God's calling me to work in retail, I don't think you should just brush out and say, yeah, that's not it. What if you pray for that person and that person just changes or sees your hustle and be like, yeah, I want more
But
for
it's not-
myself.
Which is
It's not-
fine, but I
okay.
would just hesitate in terms of like I'd be like, oh, like from the background I grew up in, that's what would make me hesitate. Like if I were to go to tell my parents, oh, the guy that I'm dating is in retail, they would look at me like, oh, like okay.
But what if the retail store is like, okay, now I'm just playing fantasy games, but I know you guys are thinking about like Foot Locker and stuff like that.
No, just any retail
What
store.
if
To be honest,
the retail store is like Gucci and they're getting paid top rate, $25 an hour. Some people are getting that type of money in retail.
I don't know if it's.
I think
Maybe
also
it's just the job in terms
Yes.
of
The
like how it
title.
looks, not
Now
even
we
how
got
you
to the
get
root of
paid.
it.
It's the
We got to the root
the
of it.
job.
no, but
It's
that's
the
what's
title.
the what I'm
And
saying.
how social, like the social
status of
status looks.
But
like,
I have a question.
You know, yes.
I have a question for you. What do you want your future man to do? Like, what is your
Oh no, I don't
preference?
have a preference. I just want him to have a good job.
What's a good job?
A good job to me is somewhere it either match me or a little bit higher than me.
So what does that look like? What is something that you thought like your
Wow.
man would
Envision
be?
maybe you went to school and you did I don't know. I don't have a
love
specific
that.
job,
No, that's interesting. No, he's
but I have like something where you like
She has a specific salary that she wants, 6 figures.
no.
I'm
This is
just
what she's
joking.
saying.
I'm just joking.
She knows she's gonna be. What you want to do in the future again? Sorry,
direct therapy.
it's either you're at that level or you're higher.
Yeah.
So any
Not in that,
but
in
I'm
that
saying
words, but that's what you're trying
Yeah,
to say.
relatively-
'Cause I remember you saying that last time.
Yeah, relatively in the maybe in the same pay grade as me or a little bit higher. I'm thinking
about to
about
say that too.
I'm thinking about future. That's why my mind is like, wow, things are so expensive. But that also loops back in how it can destroy my worship in terms of being dependent on the
How
Lord.
money kills our worship.
Yes,
Yeah.
it can
gosh, I
it
have
can make
verses
me
for
not
that
depend
for
on the
days.
Lord and say like, oh no, is He not going to provide for you? Is He not going to give you enough money for your children that you want to have in the future? Is He not going to cover you with groceries
Yeah.
and food
Yeah.
and have a good and a good life?
Yeah.
But I think the household that I grew up in allows me to create my mindset
Yeah.
to be
around the
Cast
fear
it
of
away.
world.
We cast it away.
and fear of like, okay, if you don't work, there's there's nothing that's gonna come in. There's no way that it's gonna be provided for you.
and
Like,
that's
me
how
tell
I
you
feel
something.
literally
Yeah.
right now.
Let me tell you
I'm
something. My mom, 4 kids in the house. I always said that if my mom can make it work, I know I can make it work. Let me give you a verse. I got a stat.
staff.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and some people craving money have wandered away from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Listen, if you're chasing after this person that you want this person to make this certain type of money, or you're chasing that as well, it's going to lead to a pit.
it's not even
It's-
what does the verse say again? It said the line was like it's not even the what is it? Sorry, let me see this for you. Where is it?
For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil.
Okay, so it says, and some people craving money. It's the craving.
Yes.
I don't think it's more like money. Honestly, it was given by like that whole idea is God given, right?
And God loves to be rich. I'm not. Gonna
And He
interrupt
wants
you.
us to
Go.
be rich, right? He wants us to be rich in Him first, right?
Yeah.
Before anything else. Not the money. He wants us to be rich in Him. But I'm saying that craving of money that's me. I'm craving the money.
The dinero is
Not
the
to
fika.
be I'm craving the money so that I can
Do things and bless
do
others.
things in life. I'm
Yeah.
craving money so that I'm settled. Like I'm not worried about, I'm not gonna pay that. I'm not gonna be able to pay that bill, or I'm craving money because I have to pay for groceries, or I'm craving money because I somebody's asking, or I'm craving money. So all this craving is like I'm putting all this.
Self.
Yes,
In you.
Yes, I'm taking all that
Yeah.
that to myself. It's like I need to work.
Like I need to do it. I need to.
I need to do it,
I
yes.
need to take
Yes.
on these.
And so it's like, and
difficulties.
that's what he says. It makes you wander away from the faith because I'm not trusting God. I'm like, let me work. I'm gonna
Yeah.
work. I need to pay this bill. I need to work.
Like, oh, there's small group. Oh no, I have work.
I have
actually.
work. So all this craving of money is what's making many people
Wander away from the truth.
move away from the truth, which is that the Lord is Jehovah Jireh, which means He is provider in all aspects. You don't have to worry about, where am I going to get this next paycheck from? Or if I don't work today, I'm definitely not going to be able to go out and eat next week. It's like, no, the
Just
money
rest at
will,
home.
it's like, there's many, God provides in many ways,
Yes.
and not just financially, but He provides in many, many ways. And so I think like it is the root of all evil because
Yeah.
once you have this mindset of I need to get this money.
And even what's
get
even
that
worse,
shmoney.
you see like people in the same age range as you living
Yes.
their best life, and
Yes.
you're like, wait, what am I
Yeah.
doing? I need to get a better job. I need to go to do more school. Like,
Yes, or I need to go on a
you know,
vacation. I need to spend this amount of money. I need to
me
get
tell
this
you
type of clothes. I need to do all of these things so that I can upkeep this. Like I want to feel like that.
the status of like, oh, I feel good, like I'm on their level, I can,
God has said something
Yeah.
to me. God has said something to me. If you are pursuing someone, a woman or a man that is working 24/7, and it's not just work. You know when people are doing work and serving, like, you know, you can tell like they're doing, but they're working and taking the 5 shifts, 6 shifts, and be like, yo, no, I need to do this shift. This run away.
Don't run now. Pray.
No.
don't run, help them.
Okay,
pray for them.
Run away. Let me tell you why. Because they are just focused on money, and throughout their shifts, are they doing any work on themselves? Are they talking to people within their community? Are they reading the word? Are they praying? No, there's no time. I've been through that season where you're working so much, you don't have time to like spend and sit with God.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So when I be having friends, they be saying, I'm doing all these shifts and I'm working like.
But the reality is they forget, like, you were created.
Oh my God.
Yes, God has given us the authority to be rulers of this earth, and obviously, right, to work. He created us also to, well, the whole purpose is that we're created to glorify him. And so, like, how are you glorifying God if you're working 6-7 times out of the week and no
70
break?
hours.
You're not, because he said for us to take a break,
To rest.
to rest. And if we're not resting, we're not glorifying him completely, because he needs our bodies to be healed. He needs our bodies to be restored. He needs our bodies to be renewed so that we can go out and share the gospel and do all he called us to do. But if you're a zombie, you ain't going to listen to somebody who's saying, honestly, I'm having a mental breakdown. I need help. I don't know what to do. You're not going to listen to them.
But also, like, the attitude of rest in our culture is not even there.
It's
like
gone.
Like, ooh, now we got Sunday. Before, Sundays used to be off. Like back in the day, no one would work on Sunday. Now Sundays are open. They're begging you to work on Sunday.
Or the form of rest, how they consider rest is, I'm going on vacation.
Yes,
Or
which is not.
no, but their vacation is not typically like, it's not resting. I feel like it's always like you're doing something throughout that vacation. There's not a period of time for you to be like,
solitude, like kind of just like no
Yeah.
media, no
Then
nothing.
there's people saying, yo, I'm saving up to buy this car in 5 months. And then the second month, you're on the bed, broken leg. So you're relying on your abilities to take all these shifts to work. But then God will say, no.
Yeah.
And then you're screwed. Or your mom says, yo, I need 10,000 for this debt. You're all done. So it's like, yo, do the thing with God, like, and not rely on, like, if I do this many shifts, I'm gonna get this. No, if you do the many shifts and you get to that point where you need to buy something, then you got it. You praise God. You just thank God for what you have got or you're about to get, right? So, I just don't like
money.
But I got a verse.
Oh.
Because God does want people to be rich. Because a lot of times we see like blessed are the poor, and and the rich, like, they're very boastful and stuff. I got a verse from 1 Timothy again, chapter 6, verse 17 to 19. This is a bit long one, so put on your listening caps. Teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in God, who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. Always be ready to share with others. Always be ready to share with others. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasure as a good foundation for the future so that they may experience true life.
True life is sacrifice.
Mic drop.
It's sacrifice.
Yes.
I would say something, but it shouldn't be said. So it's okay.
True life is sacrifice. And it is true.
It's true.
It is true. Jesus told us that he came so that we may have abundant life. He came to give us life, like, abundantly, which means everything that you need: joy, peace, hope, financial stability, provision, anything that you need. He came to give it. So you have to trust that. If you are looking for something, go to God, ask him for wisdom, ask him for direction, ask him for provision, and he will give it to you. But you cannot be like, I have to work. Like, did you even go to God first? Like did you even
That's
like?
how I felt. I'm like, yo, if I don't get a job, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Like it's one. I mean,
have
and
us.
honestly, let's.
I know, but
we're gonna be real
that's
too.
what me-
Let's validate.
Be real.
Like the reality is, like I'm the type of person like I need to work 24/7. Like if I don't have a job right now,
I don't know what I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
be
do.
like, there's
I need
something
to make
wrong,
this
and I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
But God always provides in different ways. Like for me, like I have side hobbies. Sometimes it's dry, and then those moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, my bank account is looking a little low. Somebody comes in, be like, hey, can you do my hair some this time? I'm like, okay. Then it comes. You know what I mean? I had a thought, and now it's gone. But
I also want to say was for people that are looking to, because we're on the relationship earlier on, don't run away because you don't think the person's not going
Uncle,
to.
now you're telling people to stay, and now you're telling people to go.
no,
Which
no,
one
I'm
do you
saying-
want them
maybe
to do?
reevaluate and look deeper.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Don't just run away and say, because I was trying to vouch for the person with vision.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
just run away and say, yeah, this person's not going to make that much money. Like, nah, man.
No way,
Once
I'm
again, if I
listening to
see
that.
my mom do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I had the latest Jordans, which I had Xbox 360.
Hey.
I was living in the hood, but it is what it is. But I had everything that I needed. I didn't even think I was poor. You know? So, like,
Yeah.
don't worry, Janet.
It's
People be
not
looking at me sided,
but
but that's something that's
no, but that's what I'm saying.
naturally-
Where did that come from?
No, but I think you
Auntie
need to
and
bring that.
uncles.
But you need to bring that to God. Like those feelings
No,
are not.
yeah.
Like I don't want to be like I don't want to make it sound like, oh yeah, like those feelings you shouldn't be having them. Like no, that's natural. Like if you're not feeling that, then I don't know what it is. No, like if you feel like that, it's the truth. It's honest truth. Like we validate it, but those things like you shouldn't dwell on it and be like that's how it's gonna be. I always have to work. I always have to do these things in order for my life to be the best ever. Like people don't have money. There's some people in this world that literally are super broke, and their life is full. Like it's full. And there's people who have so much money, and obviously their life is a miserable mess, which means like money is not why we're here. Money is not why we came on this earth. Money's not money. Yeah, it's not money. Yeah, it's and it's community, right? And it's glorifying God. If we can just focus our direction on that, everything that you need, everything that you're worried about, all your fears will be gone. Yes, we'll be living life like it's golden. Like Jesus wasn't rich. But he was rich in the Lord. Like he was rich in that. And so
Bear Man's house.
he was still like, he was Jesus and he had everything he needed.
I'd rather be happy making 65,000. Let's put that. Than
that's
be
still a lot,
be sad making 600.
I swear the minimum is
Guys,
like 40,000.
First of all, Nana thinks he don't want money.
Yeah.
No, I know.
But
I
he
want
really
money.
does.
No, but
But I think that's God. That God
you know
has
what
to
I mean?
humble you. I'm telling you right
No.
now. If
Like you think you don't want money, but we all do.
No, let me be honest. I do. I want money.
It's just the
But there's some
combativeness of-
peace where I like.
as of right now.
No, maybe there's some
That's
peace where it's
true.
like
Once
I
you get
know,
out of this-
I know I'm gonna get it. I just don't. I don't.
How do you
I
know?
don't-
What if God literally says, you know
maybe
what?
Then I'm wrong.
Half
then.
doing
your salary
40,000.
has that's what you're doing. 40,000. That's how
Yeah,
you're getting.
maybe that's it. I don't know, but
My thing is
I know
God,
I want the
God
money.
is gonna challenge.
Exactly. So just be. See, I was honest. I know I want.
God is gonna challenge. That's what I'm saying.
my
Like
God,
how
humble money.
He's gonna challenge us. Where we're like, you know what? I think I'm good with that. Like 40,000. Like what? I'm
your
good.
expenses get more than
until you
40,000.
have to get a house. Until you have to pay for your car. Until
Utilities.
gas keeps going up. Until all these. Why are you calling me?
oh, but that would you my.
Until all of these things start to add up, and you say, God, 40,000. This 40,000. I don't know.
But let me say something though, and I'm gonna be honest with this. I'm putting myself on the spot. The reason why I'm having so much pressure on you guys for wanting like the women to be the breadwinners and stuff like that is like, no, I want to be the man that's providing for my woman. You better not even like you can be making like 20,000 or 30,000. Okay, 20,000, that's crazy. But like 40,000. But like I'm not gonna care because I want to be making the 100,000. I want you to rely on me. So that's why
But that's
my
also a
calmness.
bad
I
thing.
know that's why I'm
Ah,
putting myself
okay.
on this spot.
Sorry.
I told myself I'm guilty. But that's where my calmness in this conversation comes from. Is like, bro, like I don't really care. Like as a girl, as a woman, come to me, I don't really care because you're not gonna pay for anything. So that's why I feel like I'm always getting.
I mean, you can still do that with the 40,000. You just have to.
I can't do that with 40,000. I can't do that with 40,000.
40,000.
No way.
40,000. You just take bus, ride a bike. You don't buy clothes.
Carpool. I know. Listen, I don't want to sit on this throne and be like, my ego is too high. Like, hey, if a woman makes more than me, I may feel some type of way. I'm emotional.
You will.
Emotional.
The beginning of the conversation, he said, no. Why would I do that?
Maybe. By the end of this video, I would definitely feel some type of way. And honestly, that's okay. Honestly, it's reality, and that's something that you have to bring to God. Like you literally have to bring that to God, because God hears everything. Don't pretend like He doesn't hear. He hears everything. He knows every desire of yours. So if you're here not pretending, but if you know that, okay, God, this one, I don't know, this one, He's gonna work you. He's gonna challenge you.
I'm not gonna lie. The women around me today are making guap, dog. From my sisters, from your sister, you guys entering to the field you're entering. I know they're going to make a lot of money. So when they have these discussions, sometimes I be like, "What are you even talking about? Like, I just know you're gonna make a lot of money, anyways." Like that's how my mind just goes. And the people that in my life that are making the money right now, it's like, yo, we're in a generation where like the women are getting to the bag, dog.
Yeah,
they're getting to it.
That could be a different episode.
They're getting to it, but the bag can be like, it can be hazy right now. And I just feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even trying to put men on the spot. I feel like we're kind of lacking.
Or they're pursuing more entrepreneurship stuff.
Yes,
They're not really actually going into the work field. They're trying to create their own thing.
And which is fine.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of them are just working, staying one thing, and just doing bare shifts, and not really having the vision to want to go do something else, or wanting to go back to school, or wanted to like create a bit. And the girls are going to the school, just going. They're going to the school, becoming a nurse, becoming the doctor, becoming the therapist, and they're going to the workforce and doing what they're doing. But we're taking a step back and like taking slow. They're taking slow steps. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to put men on the spot.
No, it's not even that, but that's
trouble. That's
that
what I'm
is
saying
trouble
to
though,
you.
because then you have more women in the work field that are less willing to release that of I'm working, and then it affects family. Like it affects people. It affects people in many different ways. And so it's like there has to be a balance. Like kudos, let's obviously work and provide and obviously do those things, but we have to also think about our other side of the nurturing, the motherly. Not everybody's gonna become a mother, but I'm just saying like those things are important too.
In Jesus' name, you will become a mother.
Amen.
We want more children.
If He desires that for you.
Yes.
It's a good conversation. Thank God
But I hope you guys remembered those.
the Bible verses.
Yeah, because don't crave that money. It's at the end of the day, it's not going with you to the grave. It's ordinary paper with a specific type of
dead
ink.
man on it, or dead woman.
It's an ink. It's a type of ink. That's literally what it is: paper and ink. So if that's what we're craving, then we have a lot of trouble ahead of us.
I don't know what side I'm on this. I'm joking. I'm not even trying to confuse you guys, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like money. Obviously, it's given to us for a reason. He knows why He provided it and what He wants us to do with it. But it's the idol we have now idolized and become attached to it.
But honestly, real talks, I think we're all doing a good job with not idolizing money. In our hearts, it's probably like, or in our minds, but it's like what you guys put out there. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give my mom or dad or a friend, whoever, this type of money, and I know I'm going to get it back, or I'm going to trust God without a job right now. Like, I think
challenges you,
a real good job.
So when I give away money, it challenges me.
So you guys need to stop being hard on yourself, because God will reward you in the future.
I think of that every time. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, like all those things that were like, God moves differently. So
I gave 500 to someone in Ghana for panels. I didn't even get a thank you. I don't even know if it really went to panels.
Hopefully,
it's the hurt.
I don't even know if it went to panels.
You just trust that you transfer the money. I mean, what is it? Money order. It reached the destination.
Yeah. Western Union.
Oh yes, Western Union. Well, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I think it was a good episode. I think it was a conversation needed, and hopefully it stirs conversation with your friends too about if money is a thing that's
important to you. How do you see it,
and how is that affecting your life currently in your relationships too? Right. Yep. So
say that again. If money is a what? You said if money is a. Sorry, you said a line. I just like that.
I don't know.
Maybe I should use that for the title.
No, she said more money, more problems.
More money, more problems. Okay, we can use that.
Yeah. Well, if you're not following us on Instagram, what are you doing? I don't
know.
understand.
My head hurts.
Come on, let's get it together. So you can follow us on the Juxtaposition Podcast _ on our
Yes.
Instagram. You can follow us on the Juxtaposition Podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple. We're there. Listen to us, rate us, let us know your thoughts. We're on YouTube as well. Same name, the Juxtaposition Podcast. Do all that.
And share with a friend.
And share with a
loved
friend.
one.
Yeah, and get us going higher and higher in subscriptions.
Yeah.
Subscribers, we're doing well. 214. I mean, 2 years coming. God is really teaching us humility and
Patience.
and perseverance. And it's definitely hard.
I know we're gonna
sometimes.
make it,
but
'cause
I think so too. I think it's gonna be a great.
all this talk about them pursuing a career. This is God knows He doing. This is gonna be their career. This is gonna pay their bills in the future.
Yeah.
Mark this episode down.
Hey.
5 years later, this is going to be paying their bills.
Amen.
I said it.
Amen. And we'll be in a better space in terms of fancier and
tired of
colorful.
this.
Yes.
Our stream may have
That's
to.
one of my dreams to have a studio. So if someone's listening and have a warehouse space and they want
Yeah,
to
please
donate,
bless us.
I'm gonna shoot my shot. Please.
You want to open up your space?
Yes.
Close
please.
though. Close.
And
Yes.
also too, if you're interested in anything with like video,
Yeah.
like please.
video.
Yes. Audio, marketing.
design.
Just want to be a part of
Graphic
our
design.
team and see the vision. Feel free to reach out. We always want
Yes.
to add to our team. So
Yes.
This is off of passion though. We're not hiring anybody yet.
yeah.
We just don't have the money
If you want to
currently.
volunteer and
Join the team and see the vision that we have, and
Yeah.
you see that it's gonna go bigger for sure. Join us.
yeah.
God will bless you in heaven for sure. That is all, folks. I think that's a wrap. We out of here,
My mom's
Yep.
calling
and
me.
we'll see you guys next week on the next
See ya.
episode.
Peace.
You want his peace. Peace.